When the Buddha attained enlightenment, people were eager to learn what new wisdom he had discovered. They were curious about what he had realized that differed from the vast repository of knowledge already present in the world. One day, a learned and scholarly man, known for his deep understanding of the scriptures, approached the Buddha with great curiosity. He greeted the Buddha respectfully and said, "O Buddha, I am a knowledgeable person. I have meticulously studied all the sacred texts, the Vedas and the Puranas. I have spent countless hours in deep contemplation and reflection. I have heard that you have attained enlightenment, and I have come to learn what new wisdom you have gained. What is this unique knowledge that we are all unaware of?" The Buddha patiently listened to the man's words, and then with a gentle smile replied, "I have gained nothing new. In fact, I have lost what I once had." Intrigued by this response, the man asked, "What do you mean by lost?" The Buddha calmly responded, "Greed, attachment, illusion, envy, anger, desire, and lust have left me." Still confused, the man asked, "But then, what have you gained?" The Buddha simply replied, "Nothing." Now even more perplexed, the man asked, "Why then do people say you have attained enlightenment? Did you not acquire some special knowledge or insight?" The Buddha smiled again and said, "I have not attained any special knowledge. Knowledge is omnipresent and permeates every particle of existence. I have merely lost my ignorance. When ignorance is gone, what remains?" The man thought deeply for a moment and then replied, "Only knowledge remains when ignorance is lost." The Buddha continued, "And when neither knowledge nor ignorance exists, what remains then?" Surprised by this profound question, the man fell at the Buddha's feet and said, "O Buddha, I have never thought about this state of being." The Buddha gently lifted the man and said, "I lost everything I once had. After everything was gone, I realized that the things I desired and loved were not the truth." "Then what is the truth that you discovered?" the man asked, still eager to understand. The Buddha explained, "When I lost everything, I saw the truth. But unlike me, people desire to gain everything. We meditate for enlightenment, but are we ready to acknowledge our ignorance? For if someone considers themselves knowledgeable, why would they seek more true knowledge? Knowledge can only be attained by those who first recognize their ignorance. Our so-called knowledge is, in fact, our ignorance. For example, we believe we breathe to stay alive, but if you observe closely, you'll realize that we do not control our breath. Breathing happens automatically. If we could control it, we would be able to stop and start breathing at will, and no one would ever die. But people die, which means our understanding is flawed. We claim to breathe, but in reality, it is an autonomous process. Human nature has remained unchanged since the beginning of time. Whether rich or poor, people share the same emotions. Everyone experiences anger, love, selfishness, and greed. Throughout history, great kings and emperors have destroyed much to preserve their honor, but they are no longer here. We have taken their place, repeating the same mistakes despite knowing the consequences. This is why I say we are ignorant. Our supposed knowledge keeps us away from the truth. The truth I speak of is universal, unchanging through time and place. Our knowledge, on the other hand, varies with circumstances. Love and compassion are universal truths. They manifest similarly in all beings, whether human or animal. A mother loves her child just as a cow loves her calf. This love transcends religion, caste, and physical form. Therefore, I speak of love and compassion. But the love and compassion I speak of are often misunderstood. For example, a husband claims to love his wife, but then kills her in a fit of anger. How can love turn into anger? Because it was not true love, only physical attraction that changes with time. We learn our behaviors from our family environment and our society. Our intellect is shaped by these influences, often leading to a decline in our understanding and wisdom. True love is a natural process, a part of nature that cares for us without demanding anything in return. But we forget this inherent love. The love we know and practice is artificial and egocentric, taught by our society. We imitate what we see, trying to replicate it. We want to appear good in the eyes of others, to hear people say, "Look how much they love each other." The truth is not far, it is within us. We blind ourselves with social norms and imitations. We are so busy that we have no time to think beyond our daily routines. If we can set aside what society has taught us and focus on understanding ourselves, we will find the truth within. It is closer to you than anything else. No one knows you better than you know yourself. Reflect on what you truly know about yourself. Are you truly self-aware, or are you just living without purpose? Birth and death are not the ultimate purpose of life. There is much more to discover within.